Leo, this is your reading. Okay, you got the Queen of Crystals, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, and the Page of Crystals. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Feels like you're very connected to the divine right now, and you know what is going to be beneficial for you and what is not. You know where to put your energy and where not to put your energy. You know how much to like bet on something or not. It's a good time. It's like a good time for you to take a calculated risk or something like that, because you're very aware. You know, the Queen of Pentacles, she's very resourceful. Male or female, doesn't matter, okay? She has connections that are deeply rooted, you know? It's like families that have had each other's backs for generations upon generations, you know? That's the Queen of Pentacles here. You know, she's got somebody for everything. And I feel like you're finding out who your people are for what. So, you know, maybe you have, it's like there's some alterations happening in different areas of your life. And now you know, okay, this friend would be good for something like this. And I'm not saying it in a way of using them. I'm just saying, like, when we do stuff like this together, we both have a really good time and it's really fun. But if we do other things together, it's just like more of a burden. Or, you know what, people, you have to kind of, you know, every now and then I can see them, but if I see them all the time, they steal too much of my energy, or they take too much of my time, or I just keep helping them, but they refuse to help themselves. So it's pulling me down. The Queen of Crystals, you know, the Queen of Pentacles doesn't do that. She knows. And I feel like you're assembling who your team is, energetic wise. You know who you could count on if you need this, or who you could count on if you need that. And you know, when your energy is a little bit down, you just want to have some lighthearted fun, you know which people to call to do that. And you'll do the same for them. I'm not saying you're taking advantage, but I'm just saying you're figuring things out, you're placing things together, and even like people to work with, opportunities to take to work, different steps to take to get some creative project or endeavor off the ground. You intuitively at this time know what to do, what resources to take. If you're feeling like about something, like, I don't know, I maybe, but I don't know, that's how you know it's a no. Because you're sure. When you know, you're sure. It's a different energy. You have the Emperor here. Wow. So you using, this Page of Crystals is like, you know who to rely on and who not to rely on. It's like so interesting that this is the fox, right? So the fox has a reputation of being very sly, very cunning, and it's like, being a queen, if you need someone to do some dirty work, you're going to call this fox, right? You're not going to call the bunny, okay? That guy's not going to do it. So it's kind of like pointing that out, right? Not saying that you're trying to have some dirty work done, but I think that's just the point of You see who people are, and it's not trying to change that or force that or be this or be that, but it's just, okay, this would work for this, and that's the energy I'm in, and that's where I'm going towards, so that's what I'm going with here. And Spirit is saying, yes, that is a good energy to be in, because if you think about it, if you call a bunny to do some horrible stuff, they're not going to feel good about it. You're not helping them out, right? And if you call this fox to do it, like, yeah, that's right up their alley. Heck yeah. So you're kind of using your energy and the energetic information that you are receiving to your advantage. And you know what? It's to everyone else's advantage too. And this is how you become this emperor. This is how you're moving into this emperor energy in a way that you haven't been before. Okay, you have the Four of Feathers, that's the Four of Swords, with the High Priestess and the Six of Cups. This feels like a decision you have to make that you didn't think you would have to. A decision that has come up that you didn't see this one coming in a way, and you're going towards what it is, your own true happiness here. And so there's nothing you need to feel guilty about that. There's some kind of a lesson, and it's about putting your needs above everybody else's. And it's a good thing to do. And before, you didn't do that. You didn't do that a lot. So now you're like learning to do that here, okay? But there's something else that come up that's like a fated event. And in this fated event, you must put your own needs before everybody else. And this will bring you into balance, into joy. This will bring you everything that you are wanting. But you're challenging your old beliefs here. Because your old beliefs, it feels like, was to put the needs of others above all else. And Spirit is saying, no, can't do that anymore. So, let's see. 3 of acorns, 9 of acorns, 10 of shells. This event has to do with something very spiritual. You have this Black Panther on this card here. Black Panthers, black leopards, just big black cats, whatever they're called. They're very, very, very high spiritual sign. Okay, shamans used to wear the tail of the Black Panther around their neck when they would perform, spiritual ceremonies, and they, their spirit animal of the shaman is this black leopard, right? It represents like walking this earth along with your shadow. So you see both. There's no veil for you. So some kind of event might spark a spiritual experience as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if you don't want to tell other people about this. Something highly spiritual is going on because you got this card and the High Priestess. Three of acorns, and this, you're going to be acknowledged for something you do after this event. 10 of shells, blessings and well-being. Yeah, that's the 10 of, what's it called? Acorns are wands in this deck, so 3 of acorns is the 3 of wands. I don't know why they picked acorns. I think it's a little strange, but whatever. So, a time has come this is, I want to see about this event. Okay, for some of you, most of you, this already happened. It could have had to do with the Virgo. You got the Hermit card at the bottom here. Doesn't have to be, though. You have the King of Crystals, Love, and the Knight of Acorns. So that's King of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Wow. So there's a love situation coming in here too after all this. After all this crap. But for some of you, this already happened and it had to do with a horrible, just, you'll know if it already happened because it's kind of like, feels like everything came crashing down all at the same time. But I still feel like there's some kind of a spiritual event that's going to happen as a result of this. It feels like past. You got the Strength card. You have the Traveler. Yeah, I think that this is a past event. Okay. So now you're kind of like, hey, I know what's going to happen. I'm trusting in the universe. You're getting these messages and you're following them. You're getting these downloads and you're following them and they're clear as day. And you know, when you're feeling good, you know, and you go with it. And when you don't, you're like, you kind of mull it over for some time, but that's going to lessen and lessen. You're going to be like, no, I don't feel good about it. I feel shaky, so I'm not doing it. You know, that's going to grow. But I feel like you're going to have some kind of a dream. You're going to have some kind of a vision, maybe while you're meditating. You know, you might see a psychic even and they tell you something, you know, or you have a memory of a past life and that sparks something in you where it is like go time. And you do something with this. You do something with this that you can share with the world. With this Fool card here. You do something where you can share it with the world. And love is coming in behind the scenes the entire time. So that's really freaking cool. Okay, let's see more about Ace of Feathers, 6 of Feathers, 2 of Acorns. You got the Knight of Shells down here. That's the Knight of Cups. So Ace of Swords. For a lot of you, this has to do with communication. I feel like you're going to get these messages from the divine. Okay. You're learning energetically who to trust in your own life, what situations to trust, and you're applying that, and you're going to reach this emperor status, okay? And then you're going to keep getting these downloads. And you're going to continue to follow them. share them with the world. There's some kind of communication that you're going to share with people. There's a way, if there is a way that you could, if you have been thinking about a way, if you have a dream somewhere that's like, yeah, there's this dream. If it has anything to do with sharing in any capacity, some sort of a communication of spiritual knowledge or downloads or just, anything to do with that, Spirit is saying, do it. And I feel like if you don't do it, you're just going to keep having these endings in your life until you finally say, okay, well, what else do I have to lose? I might as well just do this. This is the energy that I'm getting. The 6 of Feathers, 6 of Swords, and the 2 of Wands. This is like, it's not, the 2 of Wands is like not really an action card, okay? It's just a card of, they're looking out, and it's like, well, there's nothing left. And he's traveled the whole world, and he lives in this beautiful, villa on the side of the water, and it's like, oh yeah, I explored the whole world. And it's like, no, you're never going to reach a point where you're done, where you're not growing anymore, where there's no more life to live. It's not possible. So, because if you did, you'd be dead. You don't stay here with nothing to do. So, this is kind of like saying, you're thinking, oh, there's nothing. And it's like, no, we know you have a dream buried in there. Yeah, that's the thing you're supposed to be doing, but you're not doing it. So, we're just going to keep pushing you to end things, go to another island, end things, go to another island. On the 6 of Swords, she's leaving a deserted island. There's nothing there. So she's getting in this boat and she's going across, male or female, doesn't matter, to another island where it's just like, paradise and there's everything there, but you got to make that journey across into the unknown, right? You got to be willing to do that. And that can be a little scary, right? Because the biggest dream that you have in your heart, that's terrifying. But you have this will inside of you. You have, Leo is the strength card. You are the strength card. You have this inner strength. And you're kind of like, yeah, I know I'm strong. But now you're acting on it. And any people, because these 2 cards are sticking out right now, the strength in this page. It's like any people that don't invest in your strength, that are weighing down your energy, that kind of, cut them out. You don't need them. You don't need them, and you know it. It's like oddly very social at this time, but oddly very to yourself. Very keeping things to yourself. I'm here to joke and laugh around a little bit. I'll kind of let these people know me, but not really. And magician. It's like, not all the way though. Sorry. You might see a black crow as a sign, especially if you're seeing a bird. They're showing me like a bird carrying something, like something for their nest, or if they just got a worm or something. That is a sign for you that Spirit is wanting you to look out for, to say like, yeah, you're on the right path. You're building your nest. Like whatever you were thinking about during that time, or whatever, if you put out like a main like thought at the time, and you see that, Spirit's like, yes, keep going. Have the 3 of crystals and the 7 of shells. You are manifesting appreciation and options. You are. Look at this. You got Judgment came out here. The 2 of shells, and love will come as well with the Knight of Swords, and come in quickly. Quickly. And you're not accepting anything other than everything that it is that you're wanting. And so, you're going to get that. You're going to get that. It just might take a little bit of time. Someone is still spying on you, though. Somebody is still checking in on how you're doing. And I feel like friends also might be trying to figure out what's going on with you because they can tell that you're being a little bit more secretive. They can tell that you're, you're still going out, but not maybe as much as you used to, right? There's a little something behind the scenes that you're working on, and energetically you're changing the way that you interact with other people and the way that you portray your energy here. It's like you're going out and you're shining that energy, but there is a protection around that energy. Before, you just used to shine it and it would just go to other people. Bam, bam. They could just take it. Now, it's like, oh no, I'm going to shine. It's going to be so bright and this, you're not going to be able to see anything else. But I'm taking it with me. You get 0. Sorry. Figure out how to shine your own light. And that's the way it should be. This 2 of shells is love, though. Past person, you can entertain that if you want to, but it's like, if they're not going to really, actions speak louder than words. And I feel like there's definitely someone in your energy that they are saying a lot of things, but it's like, are they doing anything? Are they just breadcrumbing you? Are they, pay attention? I feel like something never really gets off the ground. And in the past, you put all your energy into something so it got off the ground, but it was you doing everything. And so Spirit is like, don't do that again. Give to somebody who gives back to you. And that's that. 2 of shells. More about this love. Five of shells. You don't think it's coming in. It's always a message for you. It's always a person that you don't think it's going to happen with. Page of Acorns is the Page of Pentacles. So someone wants to come in, okay? You have the Shaman card. Wow. They want to make a commitment. That's the Hierophant card. And the Knight of Shells. Wow. They want to come in and offer love, and they want some sort of a commitment with you. It's someone you don't think. And it's someone who is a little bit different every time you see them. It's like, are you just going to stare at me all the time? And then sometimes they kind of try to talk to you, and then sometimes they don't talk to you at all. And then it feels like they're watching all your stuff on social media, and then it feels like they're not watching anything. And it's like, what is going on? So you're just kind of like, whatever with that. I'm pouring all my energy into myself. And that's how I feel like this is able to come in. Yeah. Okay. This is what I have for you, Leo. Thank you so much.